Ugh.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Short Pit, a NASCAR podcast. What is this? Caleb is like energetic today. Yeah, we were recording this at 1 p.m, so I don't look dead at 7.
It's been a while.
Yeah, like I'm rejuvenated. I have life. How do we get this full time, Chris?
I know. I'm trying.
I'm Caleb McChesney. That's Chris Prince. We are podcasters for Belly Up Sports Network, former writers.
Yep.
I feel like you're an editor now. You're not much of a writer these days, and I'm certainly not a writer these days. I wonder what the last article I posted was. It had to have been a picks piece or something.
Yeah, it was a picks piece, I believe.
Until I started making you do it.
Yep. Then I started doing them, so it worked.
But yeah, we are 1 week away from the halfway point of the NASCAR season. We're going into Watkins Glen, but before we do all that, Texas happened.
Yep.
We have a contract extension. We have some penalties, some big penalties coming out of Texas that could affect the trajectory of the season. And we have some conversation to have about some certain drivers. And yeah, so it's going to be jam-packed loaded. I think we're going to have a grand old time here on Short Pit. So let's just get down to the nitty-gritty of it. Texas, Chase Elliott, your winner. I see you're wearing the shirt.
Yep, had to show my bias a little bit this week because my man.
Yeah, you always do.
It's okay.
Chase Elliott, your winner at Texas. He leads 87 laps, finishes 8th in the first stage, wins the second stage, goes on to win the race. Denny Hamlin in second, 10th in stage 1, 4th in stage 2. Alex Bowman coming in third place, his back-to-back podium finish after finishing third at Talladega. The fourth being Tyler Reddick, and the fifth being Chris Busch. That was the Worth 400. Chase Elliott, again, your winner. Thoughts?
Shout out to your boy for that push on that last restart again. That gave the momentum.
You guys owe us twice.
I know, right? It's two O's right there. So that was awesome. It was a good race. I enjoyed Texas. Like I feel like that's not something you have said recently as a NASCAR fan, but I enjoyed the racing.
That was the best Texas race in a long time.
Yeah, absolutely. I would agree with that. I think it was the best Texas race we've seen in a while. They were all over the track. The grooves opened up, so we saw a lot of racing, and it was really good to see. But I am one of the harshest critics of Alan Gustafson, however you want to be pronouncing it, because I'm from the South. But the man has made 2 calls now this season that has gotten Chase in the victory lane. So I'm going to cut him some slack, and this year, so far anyway, hopefully we don't run out of gas this weekend. And then, I mean, it was a good race, though, to see that Chase win, and then just the racing overall. You got to see Hocevar lead for a long period of time right there.
Yeah, he won the pole. The second pole, because he won.
Yeah.
Didn't he win? Was it Daytona?
I believe.
No, that was Kyle Busch. Didn't Kyle Busch win?
Yeah, that was Kyle Busch.
I thought he won pole at some point.
It may have been. I don't think he's won one this season. I think he might have won one last season.
Maybe. But yeah, he starts on the pole. He finishes 7th after coming second in the first stage and 9th in the second. In the Xfinity race, you saw Xfinity O'Reilly Auto Parts race. You had Kyle Larson and Justin Allgaier go toe-to-toe with Larson coming out with the win there. Hocevar wins the truck race. So it was star-studded weekend down there in the Lone Star State for sure.
Yeah, you got to see the 3-wide racing with Larson and Zilich, and then Brent Cruz, the young guy that races for Joe Gibbs. And then in the truck race, you got to see battles. I mean, it was a good weekend of racing from start to finish for Texas. And like I said, you haven't said that about Texas in a long time. So I've heard some questions now. I kind of threw it on our notes for the show. Like, would you want to see another Texas race? Would it be too much?
No, let's not.
I agree.
Until we can get the consistency down.
Yeah.
I'm okay with one date. The last thing you want to do after a good Texas race is oversaturate.
Yes, I agree.
Because that's kind of what happened to Richmond. Like when it had 2 dates for as long as it did, people kind of got over it.
Yeah.
Especially with this car just not doing great on short tracks. They've gotten much better this year. There's only a couple of races where I was like kind of a snoozer. Like I know that your boy won in Martinsville, but the Martinsville race was not super dramatic.
No. I can't disagree with you there. Even though my guy won, I can't disagree with you there.
So, like, the last thing you want to do is oversaturate. So,
it's kind of like road courses, right? Like,
road courses are so oversaturated now.
Exactly. Before you became a fan, really, like, it was just Watkins Glen and Sonoma. Then they threw the Roval in, so you had 3, but that was because there were so many fans clamoring for those like last 2-lap moments where, you know, you see them battling and someone gets knocked off into the grass. You've seen it at Coda with Reddick and like Chastain a couple years ago. Now you've got 5, 6 on the, you know, the schedule. I think it's 5 now since.
Now you have Shane Van Gisbergen in the
exactly.
In the
so they oversaturated it. Leave Texas alone right now. Like, you got a good weekend. You had 3 good races. I feel like don't oversaturate the schedule with Texas. Leave them at 1 day, and I think that only helps that race sell, because then, you know, like, hey, we've got 1 day and it's good racing again. So then you should see the fans come back to the track. If you overload it, it's going to be like Bristol, the spring Bristol. You don't see as many people at Bristol in the spring as you do in the fall. You don't want to give them too much. So yeah, I'm with you on that. Let's leave it alone. Leave Texas at 1 day right
now. Yeah. Gluck poll 72% said yeah, which is, I think it ranked second for Texas races.
Yeah.
I don't know what the first one was. I didn't look.
Yeah, I didn't either. I just saw the notes about it being the second.
Let me pull up Jeff Gluck. I know he tweets a lot, but maybe I can find it.
Maybe you can find it.
He did 12 questions this week with Shane Van Gisbergen. I'm waiting on the Bowman one. Those are usually good.
That one would be good.
He's usually really good with those 12 questions. Number 2 of any 18 Texas race. You know what the first one was?
Which one?
2024 when Chase Elliott won.
That's interesting.
Again. When remember when Denny Hamlin spun out in overtime?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that one was first. And it was only
that last Hooters win, which I have like right there.
It was only 0.7% away from being the best.
Wow. That shows you. Like, it was a good race. Like,
what was Texas last year? What was the 2025 Texas race?
Forgettable, obviously.
Obviously forgettable, yeah.
Yeah, one of the races of all time to quote our guy BR at that point.
Logano won it last year.
That's why I didn't care to remember them.
Larson led 90 laps and finished 4th. Oh, here's why I don't remember it. Bowman wrecked. And now that it comes to memory, it's like perfect. He was behind SVG in the pit stall, and SVG kind of parked it short.
Yep.
So Bowman had to back up and go around, so he was in the back of the field, and then on the restart, everybody wrecked. I
remember now because he was your terrorist.
Because I was bitching, yeah.
Yep.
So now I kind of remember, but I don't remember Logano winning that race.
No, yeah, I didn't remember.
Was it a fuel saving thing? Like, I don't know. I don't remember.
Probably, since it was Logano, if I had to say.
But yeah, there's kind of your Texas race recap. I'm gonna create I don't know. This part needs its own section.
I agree. I can agree with you on that.
Obviously, we have some penalties coming out of Texas. I mean, some penalties. There's only one. There's only one real big one. But there's one that maybe should have happened.
Yeah.
I don't know if you caught this on Twitter, Chris. Ryan Preece got penalized 25 points and fined $50,000 for intentionally wrecking Ty Gibbs. I put air quotes because maybe he did. You look at the in-car camera, there was definitely contact made, and Preece was bitching on the radio beforehand, and that very well could have been an intentional wreck. It certainly had all the context of being an intentional wreck.
Right.
So he was fined $50,000, loses 25 points. Not the end of the world, but it's a hit.
Yeah. Especially for a cut line team, arguably, like Ryan Preece.
But I don't know if that was the most deliberate wreck of Sunday's race.
Yeah.
Coming to the white, Kyle Busch and John Hunter Nemechek are racing side by side for like 20th. Kyle Busch had restarted like 10th, and he just like dropped like a rock. Neither here nor there. And John Hunter, was he in front of Kyle Busch or behind him when this happened?
I believe he was behind him, and Kyle came over, if I'm not mistaken, and was trying to keep his tires on the hash marks, as Denny said in his podcast.
Yep.
And yeah, that's all I kind of get the gist of from that point.
Yeah, so I'm trying to find the video just so I can kind of like remind myself what happened.
Go look at the SMT data on Kyle's. He's got it. He
Yeah.
Posted it right after the race.
Yeah, so they're side by side almost. Kyle Busch is behind them. They're coming into that turn, and yeah, it's a racing thing. Like Kyle Busch's back fender hits the front of John Hunter's, and it gets him sideways. They kind of make contact. Any other driver, no big deal.
Right.
Coming to the white, Kyle Busch wrecks John Hunter. Absolutely wrecks him.
Destroys him. Yeah.
And they're coming to the white flag. Again, I stress that because this is a pivotal moment in the race.
Mm-hmm.
Chase Elliott might not win if that yellow comes out before if they don't make it to the white, if they had thrown the yellow. He might not win that race on the restart.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that happens. And Kyle Busch doesn't get a fine. He says, I did not start this. He shows off his SMT data, which I feel like still show that that wasn't one intentional at all by Nemechek's part.
Yeah.
It was just kind of a racing bump. And the wreck was absolutely intentional.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So my debate is, did Ryan Preece deserve to get fined and Kyle Busch not? Like, to me, they should have either both been penalized or neither of them should have been penalized.
I can agree with you. I see your point.
Because sure, Ryan Preece was way more open, bitching on the radio and making, he certainly paints the picture that he did that on purpose.
Right.
The context certainly does. Kyle Busch might have been quiet on the radio, but what do you have to see to see that was an intentional wreck?
Yeah. I mean,
because did John Hunter Nemechek deserve the wreck that he got it for that? No. That shit happens all the time.
Yeah.
And then they get on the spotter stand and they're like, hey, go tell Kyle I'm sorry. Like that I didn't mean to do that.
Right.
And they let it go. Kyle Busch wrecked him on the white flag. And this is the second time in 3 weeks that this has happened. Because if you remember, at Bristol, Kyle Busch wrecked Riley Hurst coming to the white.
Yep.
And I don't know if it did throw the yellow. That did cause an overtime restart.
Yep, it did cause an overtime restart. You're right.
So I mean, yeah, I did read that it was on the podcast, a Caller Talk, I think it's called, with the NASCAR officials, where they said they did have a conversation with Kyle Busch, and the benefit of the doubt is starting in a weird way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have penalized Kyle Busch. I might have suspended him. But I mean, he deserved a points penalty and a fine. Just
at least. Yeah, I mean, he did. I mean, that's the way I look at it too. 2 times in 3 weeks. I mean, you need to penalize both of them or neither of them at that point. Like, and then the next one, Kyle's obviously gone. If you're going to give him 3 strikes, whatever, that's fine. That's up to them. I don't have a call in the officiating. But
how come Ryan Preece, who's generally a clean driver, doesn't get that same benefit?
I saw another from the Hauler Talk. Basically, it was kind of along the same one you just mentioned, where they're like, benefit of the doubt's wearing out. The big thing that I think differed this time is he got off with SMT because there was more of the turn from Ryan Preece's shown on the SMT data,
right?
Than there was. So I mean, okay, fine, right?
Well, I feel like Kyle Busch leaves out the part on the SMT data where Busch wrecked him.
Yeah.
Like,
exactly.
Isn't even a conversation that Busch wrecked him?
Exactly.
Like, that should be the focus point, not if John Hunter Nemechek deserved it, because
no,
that's a racing incident. John Hunter Nemechek didn't do that on purpose.
Yeah, and John Hunter Nemechek probably needed the day he was having to that point. Like a top 20 finish would have been good for that team.
I think he only finished 21st because everybody else was a lap down, but
that helps. But still, I mean, he would have. It's just.
I feel like we're just missing the point, you know? The point is that Kyle Busch is wrecking people on the white flag lap 2 times in 3 weeks.
And not even like, what's the best way to put it? Not even like veteran drivers. Like, I know these guys have been in the sport for a little bit, John Hunter, but he's taking out like guys that are irrelevant week to week. It's not like you're competing for a win anymore, Kyle. Like, this just does, it makes your season look worse. The comments on the radio, you know, fighting with the crew chief, things like that. Just keep digging the hole, bud. Like, sponsors don't want a guy that's going to dig them in the hole like that. I mean, I know Richard Childress Racing is known for this. They're known for being, you know, confrontational in a sense. I mean, Richard said to hold it, told Kyle to hold his watch after the race, basically, or told Kevin Harvick he could hold his watch while he knocked Kyle in the mouth. So, I mean, they're known for this, but it's starting to get kind of old. I'm tired of hearing about Kyle Busch being irrelevant.
I'm not cheering for him at this point.
Mm-mm.
Like, coming into this year, like, yeah, we'd love to see another win. Just everybody would feel good about that. Do you feel good about Kyle Busch win right now?
Not right now, no.
Because he's making an ass of himself week in, week out?
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, he's not.
And this is the guy Kyle Busch fans are telling me that I was stupid about, that he was going to replace Alex in the 48. Do you think Mr. H and Jeff Gordon want to deal with this crap?
No, not at all. Mr. H didn't want to deal with it when he had him. That's why he isn't there anymore. I mean, and that was
changed. Has he changed much since then? Like, it's starting to creep back. I don't know if he changed in the middle, but he's certainly getting back to his ways of being belligerent and driving like an ass.
Yeah, exactly. Driving like an ass. He's being a problem. In other words, he's not winning. He's not even close to winning. Those cars.
He's not competitive.
So yeah, this
was the first race in a while where he was competitive for about 2/3 of it.
Yeah, and then he just fell off. It's like the car just was gone out of nowhere. I don't know. I'm kind of with you. Like, I think you're right. I think we're missing the point here. It should have been more. It should have been severe. Benefit of the doubt should have been gone after the last one, in my opinion. Like, you get one instance in something like this. I know it isn't like a turn into the wall, right? They're not right hooking him into the wall.
Yeah, he didn't hook him.
Exactly.
But he wrecked him.
That could be looked at as altering the results of the race. That's a penalty.
They were coming to the white flag, exactly. Dude. I can't stress that enough.
If you can't penalize him for the wreck or suspend him for the wreck, at least penalize him for trying to alter the race results, right? Like, show that you know what he did wasn't right, or at least show the mass of the drivers and the fans, like, this isn't cool. NASCAR's not going to put up with it anymore, even from Kyle Busch, future Hall of Fame driver.
No, but they're not going to take it from Ryan Preece.
Yeah. Well, we're definitely not going to take it from Ryan Preece. Like,
who is generally a clean driver who might deserve the benefit of the doubt.
Benefit
of the doubt, I say, like, maybe a slap on the wrist because he's a first-time offender.
Yeah, that time.
I don't know if Ryan Preece has a history of wrecking people. No. I can't name a time.
Yeah, I can't either. Can't name a time.
Going back to his Haas days and stuff, like, I can't think of a time.
And if he was going to wreck him, I would have done it then.
Kyle Busch has a history of 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
So that's kind of my 2 cents on it.
I agree. I don't disagree with you. NASCAR's known. This is the problem. We said it multiple times last year. I feel like maybe they're getting a little better with like the race officiating, like caution, things like that.
Yes, they're not throwing the flag. I think that's kind of their stance. They're not throwing the flag if they don't have to.
But they're still inconsistent on, things like this. Suspensions, penalties, and stuff. So I don't know if you're going to see it get any better, but it definitely does not look good again. This is another.
If he does it again, is he going to get suspended? Like, if he wrecks somebody at Watkins Glen?
Unless Richard Childress just gets him a fine. But, yeah, I mean, I would think that a suspension's coming 3 times in, 4 or 5 weeks. Yeah. So I don't see how you can get around it. I mean, I'm sure they'll appeal it and blah, 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 blah. But, yeah, I think they'd have to at that point for sure.
All right. Let's move on to what's that? This weekly awards. I think we have a unanimous terrorist of the week, don't we?
Yep, we do.
Kyle Busch, unanimous terrorist of the week. I think I gave it to him at Bristol too.
You did.
I don't know why they gave it to him last week.
No, we gave Toyota last week.
That's right.
Because they screw
So
up
we
their.
definitely gave it to him at Bristol.
Yep. Yeah.
So yeah, Kyle Busch, unanimous terrorist of the week. Congrats,
Kyle
dude.
Busch.
Congrats.
Good for you, bud.
Driver of the week.
Driver of the week. I went with Daniel Suarez.
Okay.
Qualified second, top 10 finish.
He dropped like a rock early too. Like that car was wrecking loose.
Yeah, he recovered, brought it back. Like, yeah, he didn't have the race winning speed, but he's been consistent this year. Like, if he's not wrecked or, had a mechanical failure of sorts, I feel like Suarez has been in the top 10, top 15. So good for him, qualified second on that front row with his teammate Carson Hocevar. I just thought it was a good weekend for Daniel. So
I'm gonna give it to Alex.
I almost did.
P3. I wish he'd start leading some laps.
Yeah.
I wish that we could start leading. I don't think he's led one this year yet.
I don't think so.
But yeah, P3, back-to-back P3s. It's one thing to do it at Super Speedway. It's another to do it at Texas, which is a tough track.
Yeah.
And he managed another podium finish. He's now past Cody Ware and Cole Custer in points.
That's what matters. That's what matters.
So you just keep taking away. You'll eventually catch the field, and then you can maybe make a run at it at the chase. I think your championship dreams are kind of over, but if you make the chase, I mean, we're having a different conversation, aren't we? Like, if he makes the chase, we're like, after missing 5 weeks.
That's crazy. Yeah. I mean, with this point system, yes, it's not a win and you're in. So yeah, I think that's a different conversation for sure. It's just, what's that gap going to be? How much of an uphill climb is he going to have?
Well, we can take a look. We can see if it's reasonable.
Because heck, second to first last week was like 100 points. So
let's look at the NASCAR standings right now. All right, so Alex Bowman is 34th in points. He's +2. He's minus 411 from Reddick. The next guy ahead of him, the next few guys, he's 9 points behind Zilich. He's 19 points behind Ty Dillon.
I expect him to get those probably in the next, 2 points race.
Yeah. Zilich might have him on a road course.
Maybe.
Although Bowman's not bad at road courses. -2. Yeah, calculator on you.
Calculator?
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you got?
Can you do 411 minus 284?
That would be 127.
He is 127 points back from 16th place Chase Briscoe.
That's easily doable, I think.
127, you said?
Yeah, 127.
So
I think you can do it.
Over the course of how many races do we have left before the chase? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Do 127 divided by 16.
7.9.
He needs to make up 7.9 points on 16th place over the course of the next, 17 races?
Yeah. That's doable.
Is that doable?
I think so. I definitely think so. I mean, because you're gonna have weeks where some of those guys in that top 16 are not gonna have good weeks. I feel like if he can keep consistent and stay out of trouble, which more often than not, bad luck is what gets Alex. I feel like, because he's pretty consistent. If he can just keep his luck kind of just mid-range, even, I think it's doable for sure. If he racks off a win somewhere along the way,
that's 15 bonus points.
That's exactly. So I mean, it's definitely possible. I wouldn't count him out. Not at this point. He's easily, I think, could get there.
Yeah, I figured maybe we should make that like the weekly segment. See if Alex can make the chase.
Yep. There you
how
go.
much
Check on
progress
Alex.
did he make the week?
I like it.
And we just keep the math. Okay. I'll just round up to 25 minutes here. After this, we have some weekly news.
Yep.
This morning, actually, breaking news this morning. Ryan Blaney inks a long-term extension with Team Penske. Looks to be through roughly 2030 from what Bob Pocker said on Twitter. Now the most sought-after free agent is locked down, which I've heard rumblings that maybe he wasn't even a free agent to begin with.
Okay.
So yeah, he's locked down. Before I get to your question,
Yeah.
your thoughts on Ryan Blaney getting long-term extension with Penske?
It was a no-brainer. It's like Reddick, in my opinion. If he was going to be a free agent, you don't let a guy like that walk. I know he's not had the best of luck win-wise this year, but week in and week out, you hear Ryan Blaney. Ryan Blaney's, coming up through the field. Ryan Blaney's in the top 10. He's in the top 5. I feel like
he's fourth in points.
Yeah, fourth in points. I mean, he's a champion. He deserves the contract extension.
He's 20. No, God, 181 minus 155 is the difference between him and Buscher.
It's not bad.
I want to say that he's 26. He's Buscher's 26 points back.
Yeah, he's having, in my opinion, he leads that team right now. Logano's not had a season worth of crap. He's the team leader. It's been his home since he got into the series. After he left Brad Keselowski's truck team, he was always running under some sort of Penske banner.
Wood Brothers, Penske, yep.
Exactly. So I think it makes sense at 110%. I could see him retiring with Penske unless he was to get like an opportunity like Brad got as some sort of ownership or something if he wanted it. But I think he'll retire in that 12 car ultimately.
No, that's a good deal for him. Good deal for Penske.
Absolutely.
And another 48 suitor potentially off the market. Reddick's gone. Ostavar's gone. Blaney's gone. So, all that being said, I hate to bring it back to Alex, but here we are. Is there anybody that's even suitable to take that right at this point?
No. Not in my opinion, unless just something changes with someone, right? Like someone just leaves. But, I mean, Kyle Busch is the only guy I know right now that's set to be a free agent, for sure. And we just had that discussion. So, I mean, I don't think so. Do you go get a young guy? Do you want to go ahead and start that rebuilding process and have a car that's probably not going to be competitive?
The only name that I can think of that could maybe be on the table is Chris Buescher.
Yeah.
But no big changes are expected for 2027.
Yeah, I don't think. But I also don't think Brad's going to let Buescher walk away.
No.
He's said many a times that Chris is the face. Like, he's the top driver in their stable, even like ahead of himself.
He's fourth in points.
Yeah, you're not going to let that walk away. RFK is going to keep Chris Buescher. Heck, they kept him under contract when he went and drove for, it used to be the 47 and the 37 team.
Oh, Daughtry.
Yeah, Daughtry, JTG Daughtry. But yeah, he was under contract there. They pulled him back from a spot there to bring him back into an RFK car, or back then it was just Roush still. But yeah, I don't think you have anybody.
Ross Chastain is a trackhouse lifer.
Yeah.
Just running down names. Josh Berry's not good enough.
Nope.
There's no replacement to Bowman right now.
Josh Berry doesn't have enough longevity left either, I don't think.
I think he's like 30.
No, he's a little older than that, I believe.
Is he older than Alex?
I think he is older than Alex. If it's not, it might not be my much.
35. Yeah, he's a couple years older than Alex.
So, I mean, I just don't think the longevity's there. You go and you look. I don't like Custer.
Nope.
I mean, no potential there. And plus, his dad's in the front office. It's Haas, so that's not happening.
We've gone through the Xfinity Truck Series, O'Reilly Auto Parts Series and Truck Series. Like, we like Corey Day a lot. He's not ready.
Nope.
I think he'll eventually be a suitor.
Yeah.
A couple years down the road.
Yeah, more development.
But Bowman's not. Kyle Busch isn't going to Hendrick, guys. Blaney's locked up, Reddick's locked up, Hocevar's locked up.
I mean,
Why
you're
would Hendrick change for the sake of changing? Have they ever been a team that changes for the sake of changes?
no, I mean, not really. Heck, there's a story out there that Brad Keselowski's talked about because he was going to sign with Hendrick and drive the 5 car back when his Cup career started. And Mark Martin was in a part-time basis, went out and won like 5 races in one season. Mr. H called him, was like, hey, we're competitive with Mark. We're going to give him another year. Mark's like in his 50s. Just because they were competitive, he threw off a deal with Brad Keselowski, and, he didn't want to change.
I could see Brad kind of having the same arc at Hendrick that Kyle Busch did.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It would have been the same thing. So, I mean, I don't think it's going to be Kyle Busch. I don't think you have a guy. You go and the sponsor likes Alex, unless the sponsor beats down the door for somebody else. I don't think that's going to happen. Yeah, exactly. I don't think that's going to happen. And I don't see Corey Day as ready. And I don't think that Mr. H wants a car that's not going to be competitive long term.
And Bowman's competitive when you give him a chance.
Yeah. He wants all of his cars in the top 16 if he can have them that way. So I don't think you throw a guy in
obviously there excruciating circumstances this year.
Right.
Which they might still happen. And if it still happens, then holy shit.
Right.
But even Jeff Gordon was like singing Alex's praises after Texas. Like he wasn't shying away from talking about Alex's day.
Yeah.
Like he's like, yeah, Chase won, but like, dude, did you see that P3?
Yeah. You see that 48 and P3? Like, go Alex. Just, coming out back after 3 weeks?
5?
Now? 5 weeks? Well, he was
he's been back 3 weeks. Yeah.
3 weeks.
4 weeks,
so,
I think.
Yeah, I mean.
Bristol, Kansas, Talladega, Texas.
I think that's awesome. I do. I think it was a good performance. Like I said, I debated on giving him my driver of the week for Texas. But
again, I hate to make it about myself. But
hey, listen. I think your guys old, maybe safe. I mean, I feel like he has to be at this point. Unless, like you said, something out of the ordinary happens, then holy shit. But I think that, that's going to be the outcome.
Okay, but back to the Blaney question. Now that one of the most sought-after free agents is locked down, if you had one choice to start a Cup Series team and you could pick anyone to drive, who would it be and why? It's hard not to pick Reddick.
It's true.
After the year he's had. Hard not to pick Elliott. He brings a lot of fans, a lot of money.
Yep.
Blaney, obviously. Larson, most talented driver on the continent.
Yep.
Still, I know that the wins haven't come in, but Larson's still Larson. Give him a second. Byron, you have a mix of youth. You have a mix of youth and talent. It's hard. You couldn't go wrong with a lot of guys. I think ultimately, I would pick. Ultimately, I think I might pick Byron. But there's a long list. There's a good list of guys that I don't think you go wrong with.
I think ideally, right? Say like I have unlimited amounts of money. I'm just going to sponsor the car like Mr. H does essentially for Kyle. I think I'd go
ChrisPrinceCars.com.
That's right. I would go younger. So I'm not even going to stay in the Truck Series or in the Cup Series. I'm going to go down to the O'Reilly Series. I'm starting a team, right? This is my money. If I'm wasting it, I'm wasting it. But I'm thinking longevity-wise, and I think there's some youth in that series that has tons of talent. Jesse Love, I think, is eventually going to be in a Cup car. I hope for his sake it's not an RCR car, but I think he's got talent to be there. I think Sam Mayer's got talent to be in the Cup Series. As much people don't like him, I really just mentioned him. Brent Cruz has showed out this year, 18 years old actually, lives at home. He's racing with Kyle Larson, Connor Zilich, side by side with no fear at places like Bristol and Texas. So the kid shows that he's going to have some, I think, moxie to be in that Cup Series as long as they don't rush him too much with Joe Gibbs. But I think it'd be great to see a guy like that.
If I was thinking like you're thinking, I would give Corey Heim a Cup rider right now.
Absolutely.
Dude, he was killing it at Texas.
That was awesome to see.
He was on the wrong strategy pretty much the entire race, but when he was leading laps, he was
fast.
He was leading laps and he was fast. Like he belongs in the Cup Series full time. And I think when 2311 gets that extra charter next year, he's gonna be a problem.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, unless Toyota just intervenes and sends them to drive at Legacy, but I hope not. I think
Either
that
way,
they
I
would
mean,
be.
Legacy's proven that they can be fast. Not
Yeah,
this
but I
year,
don't know if they're
not this year, but
2311.
they've proven that they can be fast.
Yeah, but they're not 2311.
It's true.
You know, you put a kid with talent into, a car like Legacy. No offense to Legacy fans. I like Legacy Motorsports. But it's not 2311. I think you're going to hinder his development. It's kind of like Connor Zilic, right? Like we talked about it with the Trackhouse talk. His development curve is now straight up and down due to the performance of those cars. He's not getting to lead laps or even be competitive and race around those guys that are good and he's probably going to be racing around for the next 10 to 15 years, as long as, he gets the equipment under him. But yeah, I agree. Corey Haim deserves a cup spot. I still don't know why he hasn't got one.
Carson Hocevar went to the Met Gala show. People are hating on Twitter for being non-stereotypical for a NASCAR driver. Do you enjoy seeing the drivers venture out doing things like this? Is it good for the sport? I just read your question like it was just an interview to me. Do I enjoy seeing the driver? Yeah, I think it's cool. I think it's fine. Jeff Gordon did it.
Yes.
And I'm sure Jeff Gordon got shit for it back then too.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, I think the more the merrier. Don't do anything stupid. Like don't show yourself in NASCAR at like the Diddy party.
Right.
But,
yeah.
But yeah, I'm cool with Carson Hocevar going on that gala show.
It's not the 80s anymore. It's not the 90s, the early 2000s, right? Like you need to send these guys. Like you said, Jeff did it. And he got tons of crap for it from what I can remember, just because it was not stereotypical NASCAR driver. Like these guys don't have to go work on a farm and, drive a tractor on Mondays and Tuesdays anymore. Like they can go and do these things and be positive martyrs for the sport, I feel like. And that's what that is in a sense. Like he was respectful. He wasn't out of line. He was just there. He answered questions, all the good stuff you want from a NASCAR driver to show good and reflect good on the sport. So yeah, absolutely. If they want to do it, send them to it. Like I've seen Chase was like the Super Bowl a couple years ago. Like if they want to go do that, send them to do those things. Let them be a good martyr for the sport. It's just more eyes.
Yeah, and listen, as much as I think Carson Hocevar is a little obnoxious, his personality is a little obnoxious. It's a lot to handle. I think he's a perfectly fine tool to get people to draw their like. Number one, he's a tall guy, can't miss him. I don't want to sound like homosexual by any means, but like he's a handsome guy. Like he's a good face for it.
Yeah.
He's a loud personality. Like he's very outgoing. He's very hard to miss. He's very hard to not notice. And I think all those things are really good as far as bringing people to the sport. So I think, I think it's perfectly fine. Perfectly good.
Yeah.
Perfectly fine.
Even if they come in as hosts of our fans, right? There's new fans of your sport, the sport that we enjoy watching. There's no reason I feel like
Jeff Gordon brought new people to the sport.
There you go. So
people like me wouldn't have been into it without Jeff Gordon.
Yeah, without a guy that went to Met Gala, well, the guy that was afraid to just go and do the things.
Now I'm not Met Gala guy, but like if it was just a bunch of Dale seniors out there,
yeah,
like it's super macho and I don't want to say toxic masculinity because I'm not that woke, but you know what I mean. Like if it was all just rough and tumble, we wear overalls to work, crushing beer cans with my teeth, kind of thing, like. Listen, for every Stone Cold, there needs to be a rock. There needs to be a rock.
Exactly. You gotta you need multiple demographics and personalities. You can't just have one personality because I feel like a lot of times that can lead to the downfall of things.
NASCAR sometimes has no personality.
Exactly. Bigger personalities are better for the sport, I think.
So yeah, as much as I think Hocevar is a little obnoxious, good for him.
Good for him.
Destiny Spurlock will attempt to be the first black woman to race in any of the top 3 series in NASCAR by attempting the truck race this weekend. That's cool. Yeah,
I think so. I think it's my big question that I was asked by somebody.
Can't be worse than Catherine Legg.
Yeah, exactly. My wife asked me, she's like, well, why do we keep giving attractive women.
What?
Opportunities. Attractive women. Her argument was most of them are very beautiful women that you've seen race recently. Besides,
She's a motorcycle racer.
Yeah, drag racer, motorcycle drag racer. She was on the morning drive with
the 69 truck. Have you seen the truck?
No, I haven't. Oh,
dude. Oh boy, I gotta show you. There we are. Can you see it?
Hold on. Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay. What a number to choose. I mean, whatever. It's one of those things. I listened to her interview the other morning. She seems like she works hard. She,
it's not a Natalie Decker situation.
Exactly. Like she doesn't go out and do the photo shoots, to be a show. She's putting in the work. Like she's always on the go. She's got her pilot license. She was a commercial pilot. So like, I hope she does good, but at the same time, she's not in good equipment, so I'm not expecting a lot. I'd love to see a woman do good though, because I have a daughter, right? Like I'd love for her, if she wants to watch that sport and think that she can get into it, to have a woman that's successful to.
Yeah, just don't tell her who won on her birthday.
Yeah, we won't do that. Definitely not. But I think it's good for the sport. Whatever. We just talked about it. More eyes on the sport. You can't hurt with more eyes on the sport. Yeah. And
it works. I hope she does well. I hope she's better than. Listen, it's the same advice that we gave Cletus. Like, don't make an ass of yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the only rule.
Run laps, finish the race, and don't make an ass of yourself. Like, be there and be.
If you finish 27th, if you finish 27th, but you kept it clean and you're on the lead lap, that's a win.
It's a win. Yeah, it's her first time in a truck. It's a win, in my opinion, for her to finish the race
on a road course, on a NASCAR road course. Like, this isn't COTA.
Exactly.
This isn't the street course.
Right.
This is.
And she's.
This is
it's crazy. I think she's going to do fine. Like you said, if she keeps the truck clean. Back there where she's probably going to be running is going to be hard at a road course because they do beat and bang more. But don't be a problem. Don't be the one that, the lapper that impedes the race for the lead or whatever. Just don't be a negative spotlight. Be positive if you want to be here, and I think you're going to be fine. The fans will grow to like you at least a little bit as long as you're not being a problem.
You'd rather be unnoticed than noticed for the wrong thing.
Exactly.
So there's our thought on that.
I like it.
And what do we have now? Oh, damn it. NASCAR. I thought we were over.
Nope. Not over.
JGR wants to amend the lawsuit?
Yeah.
Sorry, I had a burp. JGR wants to amend the lawsuit versus Spire from filing. This sudden improvement in Spire's Cup Series performance, of course, comes on the heels of Gabe Hart's misappropriating JGR's confidential information and trade secrets and providing Spire the same or similar services he provided JGR.
They're mad.
That's the case, why isn't Michael McDowell at all competitive?
Exactly.
Like Michael McDowell finished 27th, one lap down. Michael McDowell on the year. Noted Spire Motorsports driver, by the way, Michael McDowell, has won top 5 all year.
Yeah. One top 5.
So why hasn't that translated?
Seems very petty to me.
And not Richard.
Exactly.
A little more Kyle than Richard.
Yeah. I mean, it's like the radio thing we talked about a few weeks ago. Oh my God, he's at the track wearing a radio. Well, yeah, he works for a team that runs the race, of course, and he's going to be wearing a radio, I feel like. Now that Hocevar won, they've got 2 cars in the top 16 in points. It feels very petty. Just like, come on. Like, why? Why was this necessary this late in the game? That's kind of how I feel about it.
I don't understand this lawsuit at all. I really don't.
No.
I don't get it. It's such a weird thing, and everybody's getting so heated about it. Denny Hamlin's getting heated about it on Twitter. Like,
yeah, I called out Jeff Dickerson on Twitter. So, I mean.
And I didn't even follow that. I'm like, what are we talking about?
Yeah. Jeff Dickerson. So I've been watching the morning drive just because there's nothing else on when I get up to start my
fill me
work
in.
day. Yeah. He came on with Dave Moody and Pistol Pete, or Bagman, my bad. Bagman, the Moody's the other idiot on Twitter, and Pistol Pete. And they asked him, how do you feel about this lawsuit right now and things that are going on? And he's like, I hate it. He was like, because there were no trade secrets shared. He was like, we have hardworking men and women back at the shop that put their, best effort in every week, and now it's starting to show. And because I brought my friend over, who was an integral part of, this organization, they feel as though we've stolen secrets because for whatever reason, that's kind of where I left off. I quit paying attention. And then he took precedent in it and decided to call him out, like hundreds of millions of dollars worth of trade secrets. And I don't understand. I'm with you. Like, maybe this is outside of my realm of understanding for the sport, but it just seems like they're mad that a guy left that they really thought highly of because he didn't want to do what they wanted anymore. He wasn't getting the job he wanted, essentially, that they made it out to be. And now they're mad that he A, left, and then B, they found, pictures and things on the devices he returned. So it does look kind of speculative in that sense. But if Spire's telling a, investigator to come in, look at things to see that there's nothing trade secret stolen wise, I have no question, reason to question
And
that.
isn't it? Don't they all share data anyway?
For the most part, yeah, at least manufacturer wise. I mean, I know he came from Toyota, so maybe there's some thing.
What do they
more
need JGR stuff for? They got Hendrick Motorsports next door.
That alone could be the reason for their improvement. Like, let's talk about it. Like, that alone could be the reason for their improvement. It doesn't just have to be Chris Gabehart. Like, it feels, again, just very petty and unneeded, but cover the sports.
We're just two idiots on the internet yapping.
Yep, we're just two idiots talking about stuff that's outside of our realm.
Yeah. Sit down, kids. You don't know anything.
That's right.
Okay, Denny. Appreciate it. All right. What's after this? All right, we're in a little bit of our Watkins Glen preview.
Yep.
The truck race is going to be at 4:30 on Friday on FS1, the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series, 4 p.m. on Saturday.
Yep.
Chastain, Dinger, SVG, and Zilich are in the truck race. Zilich, Chastain, and SVG are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series in the field. I don't think I'll be going to the truck race. I think I'll be going to the O'Reilly race.
Okay.
And then obviously Sunday at 3 p.m. on FS1 is the Cup Series race at Watkins Glen. The weather right now sucks.
Does not look good.
It's not great. I wish they had a website for just like, race weather.
I followed a guy on Twitter. I'll have to go.
I know that there's a guy on Twitter, but I don't know if he's gotten to it or not. 81% chance, it's actually come down. 25% chance of rain on Sunday. Yeah, it's at the lowest during the race hours, so maybe. Sundown is about 8:15, so they can run late if they need to. Although it does look like it's going to get worse as the night goes on.
Oof.
So it'd probably be advantageous to start early.
Yeah.
By an hour or two.
At least.
I know that they won't start at noon. Like, I don't think they'll go 3 hours. I think they might go an hour and a half.
Hour and a half, yeah. This late a notice anyway. Like, maybe if they would have announced it like last week or Sunday evening.
Oh, then you wait till Saturday anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll see how that goes. Anywhere you look, it's got different ideas. Sunday showers likely, mainly after 2 p.m. Partly sunny with a high near 67 chance of precipitation, 60%. Yeah, we'll see what happens. It is a road course, so they will race in the rain.
Yep.
They'll have their little windshield wipers. They'll have their wet weather tires.
Their little flashing lights.
If it's just like if it's a little shower, they'll keep it going.
Yeah.
Like they did in Chicago when Bowman won. Like they'll keep it going a little bit. The first year Chicago Street Race, it rained a little bit as well.
Yep. First race at COTA was miserably stormy, and that's when the downpour rule came into effect because they couldn't even see hardly. So I mean, they will race. I'm okay with it.
Yeah, so if you're going to the race like me, just bring your sweatshirts, bring your ponchos.
Yep.
And everything should be kosher.
Bring yourself a waterproof bag with a towel in it to dry your seat off too.
Yeah.
Ran into that at Daytona when I went. Had to go steal paper towels out of the bathroom to dry our seats off. So
it's a good thought.
There you go.
I'll have to put my towel in my suitcase when I pack tonight.
There you go.
Excuse me. Yeah, is that it? Is that what we got? Oh, new track limits in turn 1. I don't want to watch the video because it's from another podcast, and I don't know if they want to copyright me or not.
No, you're good. Basically, from what I've understood, you probably have seen a little bit of it. They've narrowed turn 1. Whereas you used to have that wide outbreak where you could swing back in, and you used to get those really pretty wide restarts.
Oh, I can share my screen. I pulled it up.
Nice.
I haven't used this feature like at all this year.
I know.
We gotta bring guests on too. We need to find our first guest of the year.
I'm working on it. I've got some lines out right now.
Oh, I want to share this one. Here we go.
Yeah. So they're narrowing basically the runoff there and forcing the track limits more.
I don't like it.
I don't like it either. It's
like I don't hate it, but I don't like it.
I mean, I see the point, right? They're hoping to build passing zones other places with the narrowing here. And some of the guys like Freddie Kraft said, like, I can see it. It's probably going to help. And I've seen a few other guys like I think Gluck said he thinks it's going to help build.
Oh, I'm not even sharing the screen on top. Oh, God damn it.
Yeah.
So you didn't even get to see the car, the truck that I showed you.
No, I saw the truck.
Oh, it just didn't appear on the screen.
Yeah, it just didn't appear on the screen. Yeah, so I mean, you're going to be there. I guess you'll get a first-hand view of.
Yeah, we'll be sitting on the front stretch.
So there you go. You'll get to see what happens. I'll be watching it on TV. I just think they're going to have to get in line awfully quick. Like, it's going to make things very tight right through there for guys who are used to going 3, 4, 5 wide even through that zone because of the runoff you had. I don't know. I have no way to feel about it because I've never seen it, but right offhand, I definitely don't like seeing it because I like seeing the spectacle of multiple cars coming out of, turn 1 essentially.
And when they get through the S's, Kyle Busch is going to cause the wreck on lap 1.
Exactly. And
he always does. He always does at these road courses. Like, he's involved in the first wreck.
It's like he forgets his braking points and just goes into the S's and hits somebody.
Kind of like I do on a video game.
Same.
All right. Our expectations, I think it's going to be a fine race. Watkins Glen usually delivers. It's never a belt ass.
Yeah, it's probably my favorite road course, but I also may be a little bit biased because I watched my guy get his first career win there.
I'm a COTA guy through and through. So
COTA's a little big for me, my opinion.
I love COTA. It's awesome.
It's faster, so I think
I was partial to the Chicago Street Race for similar reasons as you.
Yeah, I get it. It's similar. I mean, it's going to be a good race. Yeah, I don't know that it's going to be spectacular, especially depending on the weather. But
I mean, the rain can make it really interesting with slicks and versus wets. It adds a whole different complication.
Yep. We're going to see Austin Cindric run faster laps on slicks than we did the field.
That was ridiculous in Mexico City last year.
That was crazy. I mean, it's going to be a good race. I think you're going to see some of the typical guys like you always do, the Allmendingers, as long as his equipment's there, SVG. Maybe Zilich performs for once this season. Like, I'd love to see the guy get a good finish because he's had such a horrible start to his rookie campaign.
Yeah.
But I think it's going to be a good race. I mean, I'll be watching it from here, and you'll be watching it from the track, hopefully somewhat dry, because I hope for it to be a good race and a good day. But either way, I think it's going to be.
I'll grab the poncho and throw it over my Ally 48 hoodie, and
there you go.
We'll go from there. All right, let's get to the bay numbers. We got some groups. We got 2 groups and some matchups, so we'll dive right into it. First group: SVG, Zilich, Reddick, and Bell.
I don't think you can. I mean, you can go against SVG, and if I was going to, it'd be Reddick.
I'd actually go Bell.
Yeah,
He's got the second highest average at Watkins Glen.
it's fair.
Or third, I guess now because of SVG. He's at 6.3.
Dang,
He doesn't have a win yet, but he's got 2 top 5s in the last 3.
it's not bad.
Second and third place finish for the 14th last year, or 2 years ago, excuse me. So yeah, I'd pick Bell, and the value's there plus 700.
Ooh, yeah, the value there. I like that. The value's better there than Reddick. I'm sure Reddick's probably got much
Plus
lower.
550 for Reddick.
Yeah, it's not much lower, but lower for sure. So,
Group B: Byron, Elliott, Larson, and Buscher.
man, Buscher's really good here.
I'm feeling Buscher.
Yeah, I am too. I really think Buscher's good here. Chase doesn't have the aura or the moxie since the next gen car on the.
But
the road course.
he's got 2 wins, so maybe.
He's got 2 wins this season, yeah. So
if Bell and Buscher pull out their group wins and you put $100 down, you win $3,200.
Oh yeah,
3 months rent right there.
I'm telling you. If we had
$100,
we should split it one week. Just go in and see what happens.
maybe at a plate race.
Yeah, maybe at a plate race.
SVG versus Byron in a head-to-head. There's no way I'm taking Byron.
Nope, no way.
Busch versus Nemechek. They did that on purpose.
We'll go with Busch because I think he's going to take Nemechek out, so it ain't even going to be fair anymore.
They both suck here. They both suck. I'll go Nemechek just because of the plus odds.
There we go.
Gibbs versus McDowell. Ooh,
Gibbs. I'll
take
McDowell.
Gibbs, but McDowell on a road course.
He can surprise you on the road courses, but I've not been impressed with this.
Elliott versus Larson. I'll take Elliott.
Yeah.
So if you pick SVG, Nemechek, Gibbs, and Elliott, you put $100 down, you win $1,200.
Another month's worth of rent.
Yep. All right. Anything cool for props? Expected excellence. Best road course road course special SVG to lead the way in this Trackhouse parlay. SVG to win. Zilich top 5. Chastain top 10 plus 671. I'm not betting on Zilich.
Nope. Zilich is my weak.
I know he's talented, but can you show me?
Exactly.
Watkins Glen conquerors. Back of these past Glen winners to finish top 10. Byron, Elliott, Larson, Buscher to finish top 10 plus 1045. I love that.
I do too. Yeah, I like that a lot.
Larson is the only one that I'm iffy on, but top 10 is top 10.
It's doable. Yeah, I think it's very much doable.
Alphabet parlay. Back these drivers to finish in the top 10 at the Glen on Sunday. AJ, Allmendinger, Bell, and Cindric plus 15. I like that one.
I like that one.
Cindric's an all right road racer.
Yeah, he's an all right road racer. I think he can, which he's not been bad this season either. A guy needs a decent season to continue since he's in a contract year as well, I believe. So,
winner ladder. Back these 2026 race winners to complete the ladder at Watkins Glen. Reddick top 3, Elliott top 5, Blaney top 10. I don't know if I love Blaney top 10.
Yeah.
Oh, he had finished in the top 10 2 of the last 3 here. And the other one was a wreck. So maybe that should be more open that Blaney will finish top 10 on a road course. But
I think it's just hard to fill Blaney on a road course because you don't hear about him winning. He's just kind of there. So I kind of can see that. But he's been good this year. There's been speed in his car. I think.
So I don't hate that bet.
It's not horrible. There's definitely worse ones, I think.
And then our survivor picks, or eliminator picks. I picked the winner, Chase Elliott at Texas. So the score is what now? 6-5?
Yep, 6-5.
And now we're at the Glen, and you're up.
I am up. So let's see.
You cannot use Austin Dillon, Todd Gilliland, Noah Gragson, Michael McDowell, Ryan Preece, Chase Briscoe, Josh Berry, Joey Logano, Ty Gibbs, Daniel Suarez, Kyle Busch. Damn, you eliminated a lot of road course racers on accident.
Yeah, I did. You know what? I'm gonna use one of my guys this week, I think, and I'm gonna go with Busher.
Chris Buescher.
Yep, I'm gonna roll with Chris Busher this weekend at the Glen.
And I'm not allowed to use Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Kyle Busch, Tyler Reddick, Josh Berry, Daniel Suarez, William Byron, Todd Gilliland, Nemechek, Busher, Cole Custer, or Chase Elliott. So I got to look for a guy who can get a top 5 here, but not necessarily somebody who is a ringer by any, but is like a guy that I want to use later.
That was my question. When do I want to use SVG on a road course?
Yeah, who breaks it first, me or you?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna use a ringer on this one, a guy I wouldn't use otherwise. Use AJ Allmendinger.
I debated on it, so
there's no more Roval.
Yeah.
So I feel like I've got to use him there. And then there's 2 road courses left, and we'll see who wins the game of chicken and who's going to use him first between San Diego and Sonoma. Those are the only 2 road courses left, I do believe.
Pretty sure.
Yeah, because there's no road course in the playoffs anymore. Yeah, so those are the only 2 left.
Before we end here, really quick, I saw an interesting. Now this isn't by no means. This is kind of like a couple years ago when they were talking.
Is this an outro segment or still a Watkins Glen preview segment?
This is more of a question for you, I guess. About
does it fall in the outro or does it fall in this preview?
It falls in the outro. We'll go with the outro.
Okay, I just need to know. I just need to know for my timestamp sake.
Okay, gotcha. I got you. So I've seen some rumblings that, not to get too political really quick, the war going on is going to cause possible adjustments to the San Diego road course race.
What?
I've saw that nothing official has came out about this. Everything I've looked at, I can't find anything official. This was on Reddit, so obviously you can take that with a grain of salt. But apparently there are manpower issues.
Sorry, I just saw something stupid on Twitter while I was looking. For your San Diego road course thing. No, this was yesterday. Some in racing have wondered whether NASCAR might be forced to move the San Diego military base race due to the Iran war, and as part of its normal contingency plan, it does have a backup plan if need be, but appears to still have the green light. Guaranteed the backup is the Daytona road course.
Yep. That's what I've saw.
Top comment from Figgy Earnhardt.
Yeah. I mean, that's their go-to with any type of decline. I remember.
They wrote about it in the Sports Business Journal.
Oh, I didn't know that. See, I didn't find that.
NASCAR has brought on San Diego-based Qualcomm Technologies for its planned military base race in California City this summer, arguably the most high-profile sponsor to join the event yet. The contract is signed and being announced this morning with Qualcomm to now have temporary street circuit named after it. The 16-turn, 3.4-mile circuit that is being designed on the naval base will now be officially called the Qualcomm Circuit. Other aspects of the deal revolve around Qualcomm providing some of its intelligent computing and connectivity software to try to elevate the fan experience on site. Qualcomm joins startup defense contractor Anduril as the other biggest sponsor of the weekend, Anduril serving as the title sponsor of the races. The amount Qualcomm is paying for the rights cannot be immediately learned. Other events, Arby's, Camping World, NASCAR might be forced to move the event due to the war, and NASCAR Holdings, as part of its normal contingency plan, does have such a backup plan if need be. People familiar with the matter told Sports Business Journal. So they do have a backup plan. They didn't tell us what it is. I don't think it's a Daytona road course.
I'd hope not. God, I'd hope not.
I know what I have an idea of what it is.
What do you think? What's your idea?
The Roval.
Oh God.
They can't get away. They can't get away from the Roval.
Oh God, it's almost as bad. Like I think. Yeah, I mean, I guess you're right. Like
Because
that's
they
the
can't
only.
just set up in Chicago. Like,
Nope. No.
they can't. Could you go back to Coda? Maybe.
Maybe.
2
What's
Coda
I mean?
races, I wouldn't complain. I think that's like the best case scenario for me.
Yeah.
But I think it'd be the Roval because they own that track. It takes 2 seconds to set up.
Yeah.
I think that's their backup plan.
That's a solid backup plan, but is NASCAR going to roll with a solid backup plan and like scheduling wise too? Do they have other races going on that weekend at Coda? That could be probably an issue.
In Coda, maybe.
Maybe.
But I'm saying they own the track in Charlotte.
Yeah. So I mean, they could do it, and I guess they could kick things off, reschedule things, and if they need be. But
I don't think
just
they'll
thought
need
that
to.
was, huh?
I don't think they'll need to ultimately.
I hope not. I think this is going to be a good race. I'm kind of excited to see like Jimmy race all weekend too, because Jimmy Johnson's racing in the truck race too, just for fun. So it'll be cool to follow Jimmy in that, and then to see him run in his hometown. Because this is going to be one of the last 2 starts you arguably get to see Jimmy run.
Yeah, they're in Daytona.
Yep. So I think it'll be cool to watch that. I hope it happens. I wasn't a big fan of the Chicago street course at first, but I grew to like it. I grew to like it. I really did.
Me too.
The racing on it was good. So I think this is going to be cool. The backdrops for some of the racing on this San Diego one is going to be cool to see what the cars doing, the picture ops and things like that. So yeah, I hope not, but God, if it's Daytona or the Roval, I seriously maybe I might cry. You might see a grown man cry. I think I'd take Daytona over the Roval, but
as long as they keep Fall Charlotte.
Yes, please keep Fall Charlotte.
Not that we're going this year, but 2027. I do have there's a 90% chance Gingerbeard will show up.
Yes,
90% chance that he'd do 2027 Fall Charlotte.
Awesome. Yeah, we definitely got to do that. Then that'd
Get
be fun.
Get the band back together.
That's right. That's right. It'll be good.
Any other outro topics you got?
Do something stupid.
Any other outro topics you got?
No, that was just one. You mentioned San Diego, and it kind of triggered that, so I figured I'd throw that out there.
Cool beans. All right, we're a little over an hour.
I know. We have
so much energy, so much life.
I know.
You know, when we do this at 6 a.m, I'm like, fuck, I just want to go to bed. Like I'm done.
I don't even want to get up most times. So nothing issue. It's just I have to start work after we record at 6 a.m. So I'm not looking forward to it. We'll get it figured out though. Enjoy your weekend.
Yeah.
Watkins Glen.
Yeah, we'll try to stay dry. Hopefully the racing gods can pull a rabbit out the hat and push the rain off a little further.
Just a little bit.
Let it rain on Monday when we have nothing going on.
Exactly.
But yeah, make sure you guys like, subscribe. Make sure you follow us on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. And we'll be back next week to kind of give our halfway point kind of talk. Is there a break after the All-Star break?
No, because we just go straight into the 600.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, so the Dover All-Star race, God, I want to throw up. Will be on May 17th on FS1. And Dover Sunday at 1:00, and then Coke 600 Memorial Day weekend, and we'll be on Prime. Ooh.
Woo!
But next week we'll kind of give our halfway point. We'll figure out something that we want to do as far as discussing what we want. Who's the driver of the year so far? What's our favorite race? How's the outlook? Reassess our preseason. Reassess our preseason talking points, all that fun stuff. So, thank you all for watching, and we'll see you all next week.